there's like two camps, I would say. There's the camp that people want just the very basic inferencing, people running agents and stuff like this. They don't necessarily care what the model is and what the model can do. I mean, I get triggered every time I open up X and I see somebody showing like a $30,000. I mean, there was one last week, somebody with a $29,000 OpenAI bill. Guys, if you are spending $29,000 on OpenAI, please get in touch. Please get in touch. I guarantee you, I mean, we're going to clear the schedule and I guarantee you we're going to have a lot of options for you to not pay $29,000 in a month. There's ways to do this where you're going to be paying a fraction, like a very small amount compared to that $29,000 to do what we're going to do. So the way that all the AI companies sort of get you is, first of all, full disclosure. I'm not going to pretend like I don't pay for Claude and I don't pay for ChatGPT and I don't pay for Cursor. I mean, I have all these things, right? Those are great. Those are like focused on you, the developer, right? If you're actually trying to build a project, have the project work reliably, scale and stuff like this, you're going to see that they basically teased you into believing that you can build it using something like ChatGPT. I mean, there's a lot of use cases where, you know, you might be charging your customers way more, but the point is, if you're getting a serious amount of use, it very quickly makes sense to just run the GPU yourself, which is sort of the theme of Comput3.AI is that we're running the GPUs for you to run a dedicated GPU, because an entire model can actually fit. I mean, most models for most use cases will fit on a single GPU. Slightly out of view, I have a 3090 here. We got a 7900 AMD XTX in the other machine over here. So turns out there's a lot of data centers around the world that will offer this grade of hardware. And so, I mean, that's what we're using right now, but we'll slowly be getting into how you can run stuff like this at home, as we are going to be building a network around this where we're going to have nodes. People can let their GPU be accessible. People can run this. So one of the things that we have planned probably in a couple weeks, I'm going to go over the perfect, essentially miner, the perfect workstation machine, slowly hook it into our network and show you how you can run it. And then we're going to open it up to the community. So if you guys want to mine, make your GPU available, I mean, those are things that we're working on. So, I mean, definitely join our Discord if you're interested in this kind of stuff. We'll be we'll be beta testing it here pretty soon. And there's a big difference between things that I can run on a single GPU and things that you can run at home. Because if all you're doing is buying consumer grade GPUs, so for the most part, I think people have 8 gigs of VRAM. So like, guys, forget about it. Like 8 gigs of VRAM is not going to get you anywhere. So 3090, which I have over here, which I do use for development because I can basically verify and validate some of the stuff that we run in the data centers all across the world. I can do some local development just to verify that stuff is working. I have 24 gigs on that one, right? That is not quite enough. So today, one of the things that we'll be observing is how much VRAM this stuff take up using something like ChatGPT, generating images with ChatGPT. Guys, it's like a known secret. All the stuff that you see as a user is subsidized. As soon as you try to build a product around it and try to use it, it actually ends up being significantly more expensive than you expect, because essentially they're trying to get you in the door. They're trying to have you think, sweet, this is so easy to use. Everything is so accessible. This works great. So let me just build a product around it. And then they give you the bill. And then it turns out that it's too expensive. So when you run it locally, it's much more predictable. So there's a bunch of advantages: predictability, predictable billing. Essentially, you're turning the problem of, instead of making it per API call. So with us, you're paying for a certain amount of time. So it's a different problem set, because what ends up happening is, for example, we're going to be doing image generation today. You can generate on the GPU, if you're loading it up, you can generate hundreds to thousands of images in an hour. What that means is you've now generated hundreds or thousands of high quality images. If you spend an hour, $1 per hour roughly in Solana at the moment. So what does it cost me to generate 1,000 images? $1. So let's say I want to generate really detailed images, and now I can only generate 50 of them an hour. So what does that cost me? 1 hour, right? How long do you need the GPU for? If you're going to be using it for an hour, it's $1. But especially the LLM workload. So when we go back to how most people are getting a $39,000 OpenAI bill, at the end of the day, they're doing a bunch of API calls. But what also ends up happening is they're doing a bunch of API calls, but those, if you did run one GPU, it's not like one GPU can host one client. One GPU can easily host tens or hundreds of clients. So we're just running a handful of GPUs. We're running like four 4 GPUs. So 2 GPUs are running one model, 2 GPUs are running another model. And if we need to, we can scale it. I mean, we can make it 3 GPUs, 4 GPUs, 5 GPUs. But I'm telling you, we could still run it probably on a single GPU. So that just gives you a reference to how powerful NVIDIA GPU is.